the most popular partition walls used today. Hello everyone, welcome to Decor Art. In this video, latest partition wall designs ideas. Like the video, comment with your favorite design, and subscribe to get more videos. Home is not just for walls and a roof. It's where you spend quality time with your loved ones, relax after a hard day's work, or entertain guests. Therefore, you need living spaces that are specifically designed to achieve different purposes. That's where a partition wall comes into play. A partition wall is a single wall or partition made using bricks, studding, glass, or other materials. Different types of partition walls are created to divide a room or separate one area from the other. Partition walls are designed as non-load-bearing walls. It may be collapsible, foldable, or fixed. If partition walls are the load-bearing variety, they are referred to as internal wall. Advantages of partition wall. A partition wall divides vast areas into a number of sections, allowing each to be used for a specific purpose. It provides privacy to the inhabitants. A partition wall is lightweight and cost-effective. It occupies a minimum area and can be easily constructed in any position. Requirements of a good partition wall. Regardless of the partition wall types you choose, they should satisfy the following requirements: possess a thin cross-section, allowing maximum floor area to be utilized. Should provide sufficient privacy in rooms with respect to sight and sound. Be constructed and finished homogeneous, durable, and light and sound insulating materials. Should be simple, easy, and economical to construct, and have a good coherence with the building structure. Should offer sufficient resistance against fire, heat, dampness, white ants, and fungus. Should be rigid enough to withstand the vibrations caused due to loads. Should be sufficiently strong to support sanitary fittings and heavy fixtures. Various types of partition wall. 1. Brick partition wall. Brick partition is one of the most common and economical types of partition wall. Majorly, 3 types of brick partition walls are commonly known and enhance the ambience by combining it with more brick wallpaper ideas. A plain brick partition walls. Plain brick partition walls are constructed using plain bricks. It is quite popular and cost-effective. The construction of this type of partition wall is done using the stretcher bond. The minimum thickness of the brick partition wall is 10 centimeters. The height of construction should not exceed more than 2 meters. These walls are plastered on both faces. If constructed properly, plain brick partition walls are strong and fire-resistant. You can also have a look on some fire-resistant building materials which you can use for your house construction. B. Reinforced brick partition wall. C. Brick nogging partition wall. 2. Clay block partition wall. Here, the partition wall blocks are manufactured from clay or terracotta, and the blocks may be hollow or solid. The hollow clay blocks are commonly employed for light partition wall. The thickness of the clay block partition wall varies between 6 centimeters to 15 centimeters. The construction process of hollow clay block partition wall is similar to structural load-bearing. Hollow clay block partition walls are rigid, economical, strong, fire-resistant, and good heat and sound insulators. 3. Glass partition wall. A glass partition wall is lightweight, easy, and economical in construction, and provides reasonable privacy and sound insulation. This partition wall is constructed from glass sheet or hollow glass blocks. A glass sheet partition wall. Glass sheet partition wall is constructed by fixing a sheet of glass in a wooden framework. In this type of partition wall, the glass sheets are fixed in a timber framework using timber beatings or putty. The timber framework consists of a number of horizontal and vertical posts suitably spaced to divide the entire area into a number of panels. The panels used in this type of partition walls can be rectangular or square. They come in various sizes depending on one's choice. Glass sheet partition wall is lightweight, vermin-proof, dampness-proof, and soundproof. The wired glass, bulletproof glass, and 3-ply glass are examples of strong glass sheets, which are suitable for glass sheet partition wall construction. The hollow glass block partition wall 04. Concrete partition wall, a cast in situ concrete partition wall. 05. Plaster slab partition wall. In the plaster slab partition wall, the plaster slab or plasterboard is prepared from burnt gypsum or plaster of Paris mixed with sawdust or other fibrous material. This is done to reduce the wall's weight. Precast units of plaster slab are prepared in an iron or timber mold with the size of 1 to 2 meters long, 30 centimeters high, and 50 to 100 millimeters thick. Plaster slab partition wall is provided with suitable grooves to create rigid joints. Plaster slab surface of this partition wall may be left smooth or rough, and the formwork is not plastered. However, the rough surface acts as a key for the plaster. 06. Metal lath partition wall. A metal lath partition wall is strong, thin, durable, and considerably fire-resistant. This partition wall is constructed by placing 2 centimeters or 5 centimeters channels vertically called studs and fixing a metal lath to it on one side. The plaster is applied to both the faces of the metal. When there is a need for a hollow partition, metal lath is fixed to the channels on both the sides and then plaster is applied. 07. A C. Sheet or GI. Sheet partition wall. These partition walls types are constructed from asbestos cement sheeting or galvanized sheet fixed to a wooden or steel frame. It is mostly used for work of temporary nature. Such partition wall is economical, light, and fairly rigid if constructed properly. 08. Wood wool partition wall. Wood wool partition wall consists of long tangled wood fibers uncompacted, coated, and bound together with cement or plaster. It has a rough open surface, which provides an excellent key for the plaster. It acts as good heat and sound insulator. 09. Wooden or timber partitions wall. A timber partition wall that consists of a wooden framework, which is either supported on the floor below or by the sidewalls. The framework of a timber partition wall consists of a rigid arrangement of timber, which may be covered with boarding on both sides. Such type of partition wall is not fire-resistant, and the timber forming the partition is likely to decay or attacked by white ants. Nowadays, the use of a timber partition wall is decreasing due to its high cost. 10. Portable partition wall. A portable partition wall is a mobile and foldable partition which provides a temporary partition.